So just finished watching. I literally just had to get on the game after that fight, and of course, you know what? Happy got a good partner here who's gonna use Josh Emmett. We literally at the final minute of ranked championship, so I was just excited. Wow, dude, does that not call for a level 5 snap jab for Taporia? Because there's a couple of buffs for this dude, and oh shit, forget him. Such is good, man. I ran into him on this account like a couple times with like lower rated fighters, and dude is always ready to scrap. And always, as always, we keep this shit no HUD. We ain't got shit. And okay, he's feigning a takedown. He's gonna do something with it. That's something that I thought Josh Emmett would use a lot more to just set up his strikes. In MMA, we're gonna work those kicks that Taporia was doing himself. In MMA, the threat of the takedown usually, you know, it can help you beat somebody who's a significantly, better striker than you, because they're worried about getting taken down. But in this case, Taporia's jiu-jitsu, his own wrestling. I know he's a Georgian. In Georgia, the country has solid wrestlers. So it didn't surprise me to see him, you know, getting that takedown to end of round 4, and then the takedown. Was it takedown in round 4? Or was it because of the knockdown? Regardless, his grappling is solid. He's a black belt. It was just an incredible performance. Trying to work with Taporia the same way he was fighting, and it was just extremely calculated in his approach. Very calculated when he rocked Josh Emmett. Didn't get too overzealous. When he saw he was hurt a little bit more, and he got in there. And there was a couple scares against Josh, as there always is, and we'll talk about Josh Emmett's recovery a little bit, after, since the focus is really on Taporia. I was gonna do a showcase for him before this, didn't have time, and perfectly enough, here we are. Check, nice. I gotta be careful about is that he likes to throw that cross after that lead hook, very Josh Emmett-esque. But speaking of Josh, a big thing the Team Alpha Male guys do is they like to shift when they strike. And Taporia, anytime he would see that Josh Emmett was shifting, he knew that right hook was coming. And a lot of times why people shift in MMA is to close the distance and to also cut off, to disguise the angle of their strikes. Nice. So if you shift, with your left hand first, and then maybe you just throw, say you don't shift, right? And you're throwing, that was a bad whiff. Aye. Okay. God damn! Oh, are you fucking... Bro. See, that's what didn't happen to Taporia. He didn't get caught as he got hurt. And, damn, I'm having a hard time denying that. Oh, dude. Oh, shit. Alright, that's not a good end. We could have finished a little bit smarter than that, but... A little bit rested. It's all good, it's all good. Respect to you too, bro. Well done. That 98 power, Josh Emmett has 98 power in featherweight. So, I know the leg damage definitely played a part. But just overall, like, Taporia was just on point. He was just extremely on point. Head movement, footwork. He knew exactly what to expect from Josh and had perfect counters. I love that. I love that the homie's actually trying to emulate a bit of Josh. Usually he fights a little bit more. There it is. Definitely like super meta pressure heavy, but throwing those overhands in there. I like that. But speaking of the wrestling threat for there it is, wrestling threat for Josh Emmett. Taporia wasn't worried. He was able to kind of walk in with a high guard, and there we go. Walked in with a very high guard. Bait shots from Josh Emmett. And the first 2-3 minutes, Taporia did a fantastic job of reading, but not just taking shots and not doing anything with them. When he would circle out one away from a shot, it would get Josh to throw something else. And I love to see how his guard was just on point. He was catching jabs well. He was deflecting, parrying extremely well. A lot of buffs have to be due for Ilia Topuria. There's another good leg kick. Speaking of the leg kick, that has to get buffed well. He was landing kicks on Josh Emmett that were buckling him even before Josh Emmett squatted down and took one of those kicks. the threat of those kicks, especially when Josh Emmett was trying to use head movement, was trying to, you know, circle, not necessarily circle, but, you know, force his way into the pocket to kind of threaten him. Topuria would chop at the legs and glide out of range. There we go. A little bit out. Thought I threw a regular leg kick, but I guess it was decided to be a calf kick. Now, usually the initial thing I do, we're gonna back off a little bit. We already did a good job with this round. Usually the thing I do is when I see a straight lead hook, people, 8 times out of 10, they throw a cross at the end of that. So I try to slip counter, but I know he's gonna be smart enough to try and throw maybe a round strike. So maybe I should start ducking. Yeah, what? As for like the rest of the card, bro, caught me on the freaking entry. Rest of the card, dude. It was honestly legit. Oh my god. Fucking super sliding slip fucking hook. Oh, well. For the rest of the card, I think we saw Neil Magny versus Philip Roll, which essentially looked like what happens when you mirror match on Mortal Kombat or on UFC 4. They both had the braids, they both had a very similar frame, and Neil Magny was able to come away with a split decision win. What the hell? Yeah, they gave him the back tick off of the jab? Or did I input a hook? Alright, well, just a takedown at the end of the round. That caught me off guard.
And he landed the right hand there.
Oof. Finally, I get some love in these ground and pound sequences. Right. Yeah, Neil Magny had gotten a very, very solid dub. And David Onama from Uganda decides to ruin people's parlays and KO Gabriel Santos. Not necessarily mine, somebody else ruined it. But David Onama in the featherweight division, he was losing that bout. Homie was losing that bout. And then decides to say, you know, fuck all the damage that I took. I'm just going to brawl with you. Now I'm gonna invade that. Brawl with you until you stay in the pocket with me and I land some fucking thunder. And he fucking did. And it was weird for me that Santos had done that in that portion. I thought, you know, I think it was like a minute or two left. Or then you initiate the grappling. You show you're so much. Is it done? No. You show that you're a superior grappler off of your back. And credit to Onama's defense. His defense was yeah. His defense. If you guys didn't watch that fight, watch that fight. It was just a couple times I thought he was gonna get subbed, and he did not. And he said, "Fuck the odds makers. We're gonna knock this guy out," and he absolutely did that. Feel bad for him, for his opponent though, because that, you know, had the win over. He definitely beat Leroy Murphy, and they gave him the split decision at home, and I didn't like that. But in this case, he was really beating David Onama, and it just not go his way. Macy Barber, Amanda Rivas, that one I have mixed feelings about, because it comes down to like some just odd decision making. It reminds me a lot of Dricus Duplessis with their opponent, the opponent they're fighting, making some odd decisions that sway things in their favor. Because he was, for the first 2 minutes of that round, was doing a great job working Macy Barber from the outside. I think she got a takedown, worked her from guard essentially. And then at the end of the first, she tries to go, I don't know what she went for. I missed it slightly, but I know she tried to go for like a rolling knee bar. And then she ended up in outside Ashi, which is not in both MMA, Jiu-Jitsu. If you're trying to go to outside Ashi Garami, you need to have the heel secure. The only thing that shit's good for is if the heel is secured and you're going to finish a heel hook. She tries to go to outside Ashi and she ends up getting pretty much leg dragged by Macy Barber. And that swings the momentum in her favor. Tagging another leg kick. Amanda Rivas, then the second round, she drops Macy Barber. And, you know, she's taunting, she's feeling herself, and the most dangerous animal is a wounded animal. And Macy had landed a quality shot. Rivas gets stunned. Thought I could deny that. And Macy Barber gets a very solid finish over a top 10 opponent in Amanda Rivas. So, and she should probably, as a result of that win, she'll probably get added. So there's that. So we're gonna see Macy the Barber, or Macy the Future. I said Macy the Barber. Macy the Future Barber in the game probably off of that. So yeah, there's that. Then there was the unfortunate eye poke. It was Tafa versus Austin Lane, and That freaking eye poke was nothing short of egregious, and ESPN loves to replay horrendous eye pokes just like that. You just keep the pressure going. You scored a knockdown. Yes, I know. We're gonna play it a little bit smarter. And who else had fought? Trying to recall. Oh yeah, Randy Brown, Rude Boy Brown. He got the W via decision. Shows some nice little wrinkles to his grappling, which I didn't expect. I honestly thought he was gonna knock out Wellington. As we knock down Mr. Teacher. He's playing super smart. A lot of players are picking up that you don't necessarily have to blitz right away after you land on the block. Because there's a certain time, there's a time where the guard is recovering, the meter's recovering. Thought he was going to go uppercut. So players are picking up, and now he's trying to do a little bit of staccato work, so we're just going to ignore that. Get a fire up just enough to get him off. Ah, we got hit stunned to shit. Nope. Down our elbow. Can we get the stacked? No, we can't get the stacked. All right. This is one of them fights, huh? We just witnessed a classic, and we're just gonna decide to put on a classic of our own. All right. Yeah, it was oh, Brendan Allen. I'm thinking of Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen freaking submits homeboy with like a couple seconds left, and I think it was Bruno Silva. Bruno Silva, by the way, who he was taking shots from Alex Pereira. I think I lost the decision. No, we're denying that. We were taking shots from Alex Pereira, but now he got stunned. They went back and forth, rocking each other. And I guess maybe the damage from Pereira is just carrying over because he got knocked down by GM3, got submitted. They won a bout after that. And yeah, against Brendan Allen, Brendan got a nice submission, and he's going to be somebody to look at in middleweight as he starts to rack up that nice win streak. Tabitha Ritchie, she's not in the game, but I believe she defeated Roberson by decision. We're not too crazy. That dude Zalga Zumagulov was on Twitter, posting a lot of funny Bruce Lee stuff, loses a split decision, which really shouldn't have been a split decision. Like, that was the one split decision where it's like, you definitely lost that one. But he was somebody who had retired after losing 2 straight split decisions, comes back and loses another one. So, there's that. But back to these two. So, just wondering if he's going to go lead hook, uppercut. There we go. Nice. We got that one back. See, right there, he was a little bit too close, tried to pull, and the cross landed beautifully. Yeah, these two kind of feel for Emmett because that was definitely his last chance to be in title contention, so to speak. Because as I mentioned in the showcase that I did for him before this fight, he's at 38. He's 38 years old, just lost to Yair Rodriguez. Lost, the one scorecard had it. No! Oh, man. One scorecard had it 50-42 for Taporia. So he's lost to the guy who's fighting for the title. Guy who's going to fight for. Taporia should be next. I don't care what anybody says. Taporia should be next. It's tough. So it's up to Josh Emmett for what he's going to plan to do, because he's fought. He's fought who's had to fight. He's gonna fight the loser of Chang Sung Jung and Max Holloway. There we go. Finally, okay. Let's do another one. Knockdown with a leg kick. All right, sweet. That swing is in my favor. Another one. Oh, come on. He just... Dude, no. He did all that work with the leg kicks. Take off the sting of that damn punches, and it still hits like a goddamn truck. Or rather, he was just faster. Like, just the slightest margin. Maybe I was holding forward. Nope. That should... No! God, we just have to pass. We're going to have to do what Taporia did. Another thing I liked is that Taporia's corner was calling for the takedown in round 5. There was a question in whether Taporia would be able to go 5 rounds, and he had a very, very measured approach to the fight that worked well. He was very efficient with his energy. And in round 5, Josh Emmett's corner had told him, look, you just got to get in the pocket and start swinging because you're losing this bout. And he obliged. He's like, you know what? He's going to lose. Would you lose by finish or what? You almost got finished the last round. You just got to go out there and go. And he looked kind of scary there for a second. So, but Taporia, volume was extremely high. think threw about plus over 300 something strikes. Landed every single takedown that he got on Josh Emmett. He just, his accuracy was out on point. And in round 5, when he took down Taporia, he was like a very threatening, heavy blanket. Threatening good submissions too. And credit to Josh Emmett off his back, because that's actually the first time. One of the stats that they had showed for this bout was he has had like the least amount of time being on bottom in a fight. And Taporia was like, alright, let me take that from you too. Let me take the name of hardest hitting guy in featherweight, as well as that title. We're gonna go for triangle armbar. Alright, so deny that. Transition, that's cool, that's cool. This has been a put on a hell of a fight in real life, and then Anaconda, hell of a fight in real life, and then we're gonna go and put on a hell of a one virtually. I'm in the left though. One nifty trick, if you're not comfortable with your opponent having you against the cage. Like right now, you notice the angle kind of shifted, so now I'm here. He can't go up. Now he's moving it back to his cage. It's a cage. I'm gonna attack this. Attack this submission here. Because if my back is to the cage, you will be able to stand out. Although there's only about 16 to 15 seconds left. We should be fine. We can cancel. There we go. Gonna keep top position. No, I'm gonna be stingy about that too. And that's the fight. 5 rounds. 5 rounds. Respect, my G. He said, wow. Great fight. Yeah, see, fights like this on UFC 4 are like, bro. Yeah, and they're showing my leg kicks and corners. Give me some praise. Fights like this on UFC 4 are like, these type of fights really make the game. You deal with a lot of basura, a lot of queso and all that stuff. It really ruins the experience. But fights like this, especially like, the dude, homie knew what type of time I was on. I chose Tapuria and he went Emmett, and it's like, yeah, bro, we both just watched that fight and we're just trying to get in there and swing. So let's let Mr. Bruce read out the scorecards.
We go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 48-46.
48-46. Yeah, that's us. That's us. Incredible fight, virtually and in real life. It's crazy performance from Ilia Topuria. That man needs to get buffed. No questions about it. Absolutely no questions about it. And hopefully you guys enjoy this quick little after fight showcase from Rare 17. I appreciate y'all. I am out of here.